How many of you enjoy delays or waiting in long lines? Let's be honest, we hate to wait. So the thought of spending hours sitting in emergency room makes most of us shudder. But the fact is, at some point, we all find ourselves in that exact situation. As an ER employee working alongside physicians and nurses, I understand the flow of the ER process. I've also done research and found long ER wait times to be a nationwide problem. Today I want to address this issue so the next time you find yourself waiting in an emergency room, you might have more patience in a difficult situation. Let's take a look at the 3 most common reasons why ER wait times are so long. First, we'll discuss the process of triage. Then we'll look at tests and their processing times. And last, we'll see why there's so many more ER patients now than in the past. Triage is the first step in the ER process and the first reason for wait times. Emergency care is not first come, first serve. According to an article published by the Department of Health and Human Services titled Emergency Severity Index, the word triage was first used on the battlefield to sort injured soldiers according to the severity of their injuries. So what does that mean in today's ER? The more minor your condition, the longer you're going to have to wait. Let's say 2 patients come to the ER, both complaining of chest pain. The first has chest pain with tightness, fever, and cough. The second has chest pain with pressure, sweating, and elevated blood pressure. Which one is going to be seen first? The second one, because he's showing signs that are cardiac related, versus the first who probably has the flu or bronchitis or maybe even pneumonia. So even though the first person may be really sick, any life-threatening condition will always take priority, forcing all others to wait. Now that we've covered triage, let's look at the tests and their processing times. ER doctors order lab work on almost every patient. In terms of waiting, this means someone has to draw your blood, it has to be sent to the lab where it's processed and resulted back to the ER. And this will take anywhere from 1 to several hours. Then you may have x-rays, CAT scans, or ultrasounds ordered, and depending on those tests, you could be waiting up to 2 hours, not counting the time for the radiologist to read the films and dictate his results. Even though all tests are ordered as stat, which means immediate, there are processing times which just cannot be avoided. Now that we've discussed our first 2 points, let's see why there's so many more ER patients now than in the past. More people are coming to the ER with minor conditions. We see people on a daily basis with complaints of toothaches and sore throats. This overload of non-emergency cases results in greater wait times for everyone. Also, because emergency rooms are required to treat everyone, many people use the ER for primary care, especially those with little money or no health insurance. As stated in the New York Times article, Personal Health, Save Emergency Rooms for Emergencies. Finally, according to an article in the Wall Street Journal titled Hospitals Work to Reduce Emergency Room Wait Times, ER visits have increased by 30%, while open ERs have decreased by 10%, translating into more patients, less resources, and longer wait times for everyone. In closing, I hope you've gained understanding into some of the reasons why ER wait times are so long. As I shared, wait times are affected by triage, the tests that are ordered, and also the increase in patients. As an ER employee, I see the wait times people experience daily along with all their growing frustrations. The next time you find yourself at the emergency room, hopefully you'll have a better understanding about how the system works. Unfortunately, understanding why you have to wait is not likely to change the fact that you will be waiting. In fact, according to Press Ganey's 2010 Emergency Department Pulse Report, the average ER wait time is now the longest ever, over 4 hours. So just remember, all good things come to those who wait.